Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Andy Cohen reveals surprising thoughts about new Real Housewives franchise in St. Louis. Would Andy Cohen expand the Real Housewives universe into his home city of St. Louis? The answer is no. He explained why during the after show for the November 6 episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. "I love you, Andy," a fan said, "and St. Louis needs a Real Housewives franchise." The dad of two retorted, "I don't poop where I eat, you understand." Where is Andy Cohen from? Though Andy is a proud New Yorker now, he was born and raised in the Missouri city of St. Louis. After high school, he made the move to Massachusetts to attend Boston University. Now he splits his time between the Big Apple and the Hamptons. Andy hasn't lived in St. Louis for quite some time, but he will always have a special connection to the area. It's even the reason why he feels a bond with fellow Bravo Birdies Tom Sandoval and West Wilson. "I mean, Tom Sandoval and I, people are always like, explain your relationship with Tom Sandoval," Andy said about the Vanderpump Rules cast member during a broadcast of Radio Andy in April 2024. "I'm like, we're both from St. Louis, man, I don't know what to tell you. We connected on St. Louis. I remember first seeing him on Vanderpump Rules with a St. Louis hat on, and at the time I had met him, but I didn't realize he was from there," he continued. "I was so excited to have someone else on Bravo repping St. Louis." Andy felt the same way when West made his Summer House debut on Season 8. "He's very lovable, and he's very thoughtful and fun," Andy said on an episode of WWHL earlier this year. "He's a great guy, and he's so proud of being from Missouri, which I love. I'm a Missouri guy. When Missouri people meet Missouri people, there's something, and St. Louis people." Are there plans for a new Real Housewives franchise? Andy recently revealed that he has considered expanding the Real Housewives franchise in a new way. While chatting with fans in an Instagram Q&A in September 2024, Andy was asked if he would consider casting the child of a current wife or alum in the future. "Seems inevitable," he teased in one Instagram story alongside a cast image from RHOC Season 4. But in how many years and who? No time soon. Andy addressed the same question back in 2022 during an Ask Andy segment on WWHL. He revealed that some of the daughters on The Real Housewives of Orange County, The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and The Real Housewives of New York City might be a good fit on the show. He added that would be the beginning of it. A year earlier, in 2021, Andy told The Daily Dish that a lot of times the kids are the ones who are keeping the parents on track on any Real Housewives series. In a surprising twist that has left fans buzzing, Andy Cohen, the mastermind behind the Real Housewives franchise, sat down for an exclusive interview where he revealed his unexpected thoughts on a new potential Real Housewives location, St. Louis. The city, known for its Midwestern charm and unique culture, has long been rumored to be on the radar for the franchise, and Cohen's candid comments have sparked speculation about what a St. Louis-based series would entail. "I can't reveal too much just yet, but let's just say that the idea of St. Louis has always intrigued me," Cohen confessed, a mischievous smile playing on his lips. "There's something about the energy there, the history, the old money vibes mixed with the new. There's a lot going on in that city that could make for a really interesting show." Cohen has always had an eye for what makes a compelling Real Housewives series: the drama, the luxe lifestyles, and above all, the dynamic personalities. But his enthusiasm for a St. Louis franchise is somewhat unexpected, given the city's relatively low profile in the national pop culture conversation. It's not Los Angeles, New York, or Miami, cities that are, at this point, synonymous with the Real Housewives brand, but Cohen sees something more in St. Louis, a certain kind of untapped potential. A different kind of luxury. What Cohen describes as a refreshing twist on the usual Real Housewives formula is the city's unique blend of old-world luxury and the grit of modern-day St. Louis. You have this beautiful historic architecture, the homes, the private clubs, the understated elegance, and then, of course, you have the kind of wild energy that comes with a town in transition, Cohen explained. "It's kind of a mix of the old guard and the up-and-coming, and I think that's a very Real Housewives story." Cohen went on to talk about how St. Louis is home to families with deep roots in the city, with generational wealth that stretches back over a century. But he noted it's also a city that's seeing rapid development and change, with younger, more entrepreneurial residents injecting a new, modern spirit into the mix. That creates an interesting dichotomy, Cohen said. You have these powerful women with established legacies, but also new voices, new faces, new energy. That's what makes for good TV. One of the things that excites Cohen most about a potential Real Housewives of St. Louis is the diversity of its residents. We can't forget that St. Louis is home to a really diverse population, Cohen said. It's not all country clubs and polo matches. You have women in all walks of life, from local influencers to entrepreneurs and women of color. That's something that would be so exciting to explore, the way different social circles collide. A fresh take on Housewives drama. While Cohen's comments have intrigued fans, they've also raised questions about what the format of a St. Louis franchise would look like. In his interview, Cohen teased that the show wouldn't just be a simple copy-paste of the classic Real Housewives formula. I think what makes St. Louis different is that you have women who are used to a quieter lifestyle, but who are also fiercely protective of their homes and their families. There's a certain pride that comes with being from a place like St. Louis, and I think that's where the drama could really unfold. For Cohen, this could mean a slower burn, a gradual buildup of tension. I don't think we need to jump straight into the shouting matches or the confrontations, Cohen explained. There's a tension in St. Louis that's more nuanced. These are women who know how to play the game. The drama is going to feel less like a spectacle and more like something that's simmering beneath the surface. You might not even see it coming until it boils over. This approach to the show would be a departure from some of the more explosive seasons in cities like Beverly Hills or New Jersey, where drama is often front and center. It's not all about the big fights, Cohen said. Sometimes the most compelling moments come from the quiet ones, the small looks, the passive-aggressive jabs, the backhanded compliments. That's where the heart of the show is going to be. The women of St. Louis, who will make the cut? Of course, the success of any Real Housewives franchise hinges on the women who make up the cast. When asked about the types of women who would fit the mold of St. Louis, Cohen got particularly excited. You want women who have a certain level of status, women who are leaders in their community, women who have built something for themselves, or women who are trying to break out from behind the scenes, Cohen said. But they also have to be women who aren't afraid to show the cracks in the facade. Because let's be real, St. Louis may have its quiet elegance, but it's also a city that's had its share of challenges. You need women who are comfortable showing vulnerability. Cohen hinted that casting could include everything from wealthy housewives with deep family legacies to newer faces who are carving out their own identities in a changing city. Maybe there's a woman who's from an old money family and doesn't want to follow in her family's footsteps, Cohen mused. Maybe there's someone who's newly minted, she's made her own fortune, and wants to shake things up. I'm interested in that dynamic. He also teased that some of the show's storylines might center on the complexities of family life in a city that's known for its strong ties to religion and community. St. Louis is a place where family is everything, Cohen said. But that doesn't mean there aren't tensions. The relationships between mothers and daughters, sisters-in-laws, those are always the kinds of dynamics that make for the most interesting drama. What's next for St. Louis? While Cohen's comments about a Real Housewives franchise in St. Louis have excited fans, there's still no confirmation on when or if the show will actually be greenlit. But for now, Cohen's willingness to entertain the idea has left many hopeful that the city may be in the running for the next big Real Housewives installment. I can't promise anything yet, but I think St. Louis could be a game changer for the franchise, Cohen said, his eyes sparkling with excitement. It's not just about the glitz and the glamour, it's about the stories, the personalities, and the real-life drama that makes this franchise so beloved. As speculation swirls and fans eagerly await the next announcement, one thing is clear. The Real Housewives may be heading to the gateway city sooner than we think, and when they do, it's sure to be a ride like no other.